EAGLES, Eagles.
Boy, welcome to the program, everybody. Marc Farzetta with you here on the Fight Postgame show as your beloved Philadelphia Phillies dismantled, destroyed, dominated the Diamondbacks tonight to a tune of 10-0 in Game 2 of the NLCS. Phillies jump out to the 2-0 series lead. Aaron Nola dominates. Kyle Schwarber hits home runs with plural. That's an S, home runs. Trey Turner hits a home run. Have Alec Boehm driving in runs. JT Realmuto gets 3 ribbies on the night. Brandon Marsh, they walk Nick Castellanos to get to Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh comes out there, makes things happen with a little RBI and double here for himself. And you get Alec Boehm making diamond plays into the third base. And then he comes up with a 2-run double. This is all Phillies all night. And then JAKIB. Oh, JAKIB, I wanted you to get that triple so bad. I was so happy to see you got a double. Did not want to see you stretch it out there to a triple. Did not need that. But whatever, you got to hit. How about that? How about your Philadelphia Phillies? And how about the dominant performance they had tonight against Arizona? I can't remember. I just talked a little bit last week. Like, this is the most fun I ever watched in a Phillies game. This is the most fun I ever watched in a Phillies game. This was kind of right up there. Maybe still more fun to beat the Braves because I have always hated the Braves. The Diamondbacks, whatever. But I'll tell you this much. For anyone, and you know what? The Phillies last year with 87 wins, making it to the World Series, if anyone should understand and respect a team that wasn't supposed to make the postseason, but did make the postseason and did make the postseason at the very last minute, I would expect Philadelphia fans, and myself included in that, to respect a team that only won 84 wins, especially a team that just beat the brakes off the Dodgers. Let's not forget about that. This Diamondbacks team just beat the brakes off the Dodgers. Where's that magic? Where's that machismo? Where's that moxie? Not here in Philadelphia, tell you that much. And the Phillies just took it to them in this series. You should always take the team serious, the one that you shouldn't be taking serious. Kind of like if it was a really good Eagles team taking on a really bad Jets team, and the Phillies, that kind of thing. Still take them seriously. Don't play down to your opponent. Well, the Phillies certainly haven't been doing that over the last 2 days when it comes to this Diamondbacks team. Any magic that was supposed to happen with an 84 win team, the Phillies have stepped on it. The Phillies have squashed it like a tiny little bug that wasn't even annoying. You just didn't like it. And that's exactly what they did today. I don't, in all honesty, with the way Ranger Suarez is pitching, with the fact that you have a guy like Taijuan Walker come around who bottom line is, despite the fact that the numbers haven't been great for him, he wins. Christopher Sanchez, if he pitches, all he does is give his team an opportunity to win ball games every single start that he's out there. And the way this lineup is mashing, do you even need another starter? Here's the thing. It doesn't even matter who the starter is. Check this out. So for the Phillies, I couldn't believe this when I saw it. And credit to CBS Sports who put this out there tonight. The Phillies right now, most home runs in a 4-game span in Major League Baseball postseason history. Most home runs in a 4-game span in postseason history. The Phillies at 15 this year. Right now, this Phillies team that you're enjoying, and we are not even looking at the World Series yet. Knock on wood. The 2020 Yankees hit 13, and the 2008 Rays, believe it or not, before they lost to the Phillies, they hit 13 home runs in the postseason. So, yeah, I would say that the Phillies are kind of in a great spot right now when it comes to momentum, and it comes to just sheer and utter dominance. This team You talk about not getting runners in scoring position until what was it there? The 6th inning. And then before that, all you're doing is matching home runs. And last night, you hit home runs, and then you get what? Bryce Harper steps up with an RBI single. Everything else was a long ball. That's pretty impressive. That is instant strike offense. That is even when you don't have other things going. At any moment, you can break out with 2 runs like the Phillies did in the early goings of this ball game when it came to Trey Turner's home run for the first run of the ball game and the second at bat of the game. Has the error in the first inning, bounces right back in the bottom half of that inning with a home run, and he just knew it. And he makes contact with that baseball. We'll go through it in the play-by-play as we always do. But, man, he makes contact with that baseball, and he just admired it. Like, can you guys believe how awesome I am? Look at that. Do you guys see the awesomeness that I just – yeah, right, I'm just going to run. And then everyone else just followed suit, whether it was Kyle Schwarber or Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber twice, Trey Turner, Alec Boehm, JT Realmuto, Nick Castellanos. Nick Castellanos so close to a home run tonight. Alec Boehm so close to a home run. But later, of course, got in on the action later in the ballgame. This was just so much fun. And I can't sing the praises of Aaron Nola enough. I know when you look up at the score, you see 10 runs, you're like, damn, the offense was clicking. But you can't forget about what Aaron Nola gave this ball club tonight. I'll admit, 5th and 6th innings, where it seemed like he pitched – he threw, I don't know, maybe half the amount of pitches he threw in 6 innings, he threw in those final 2. That's certainly what it seemed like. Velocity dipped maybe a mile per hour. He wasn't quite hitting 93 as much as he had been. And without question, he was certainly missing his spots more than he had been throughout the ballgame. So he was starting to scare me a little bit. The pitch count, he got to about 60. And I was like, he shouldn't be failing right now. He shouldn't be hitting that wall at 60 pitches. It was around the 50 to 60 mark. I'm like, this is way too early for this happening. But you could even see, and I believe it was in that 5th. Yeah, it was in that 5th inning. He goes down in the count 3-0. Ends up giving a 1-out, or no, goes to Thomas in an 8-pitch at bat. And he ends up getting him to getting him to ground out to second base. But you could see in that at bat that he was starting to struggle a little bit. He had that disgusted look on his face. He threw a 2-0 knuckle curve and it went out of the zone. You just kind of saw that, like, what the hell kind of look on his face. And then when he needed muddy pitches, he needed guys to either strike out looking again, which I think he did throughout the game 4 times, get him looking, or needed somebody to roll over on a fastball, needed someone to misjudge a knuckle curve and top it to Bryson Stott at second base, or Trey Turner there at third, or at shortstop. He was able to make those muddy pitches and get out of it. The 5th and 6th inning to me was such a great performance from Aaron Nola. It was the kind of example that you had throughout the season where there were certainly starts where he did not have his best stuff, but gutted through to help the team and at least get 6 innings. The only difference is during those starts during the regular season, he had already given up 4 runs, but he gutted out 6 innings of work. He gutted it out, right? Well, this wasn't gutting it out. This was gutting out maybe 2 innings while being dominant throughout the ballgame, still finding a way to make his pitches in the big spots. This was Aaron Nola, the ace. And we have been so lucky over the last 6 starts of Aaron Nola, with the exception of one where he only went 4 2/3, but still, now 6 consecutive starts by Aaron Nola where he hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs. And the real mind-boggling thing about this is a guy that gave up 32 home runs during the regular season, which overall I think was 7th most in all of baseball during the regular season, has only given up 1 home run. While the Phillies are hitting him left and right, Aaron Nola is not allowing them left and right like he did throughout the regular season. This squaring your shoulders to the plate. Who knew? To all the kids at home, square your shoulders to the plate. You're going to be out of Little League and you're going to be going through coach's pitch. You're going to be rising through the ranks. Just square your shoulders to the plate, start throwing strikes. Learn from Aaron Nola in the first 5.5 months of the season to now. Totally different pitcher. Totally different pitcher. He's the guy we have seen compete for Cy Young Awards in years past. Absolutely vintage domination from Aaron Nola. That's the guy that we rooted for all throughout last season. That's the guy that we watched all throughout last season. That's the guy we watched in the early goings of the playoffs last year. And that's certainly the guy that has been in Cy Young contention in his career. It's good to see that guy. And there's no better time to figure it out than right now. Over the last 6 starts. I joke about the switch. People tell me about the switch. Oh, there's a playoff switch. Oh, you flip that switch. Well, apparently that switch was a real mechanical issue there for Aaron Nola. It wasn't just a matter of it being the playoffs and all of a sudden the switch gets flipped and he's laser focused. No, he physically had to do something. But if you believe in that switch, this is a nice little argument for you because Aaron Nola has been absolutely fantastic. The knuckle curve was working great tonight. The four-seam fastball, the sinker, the life on that sinker. Time and time again, you see guys just looking at it being like, I didn't even know what just happened, and he walked out. Aaron Nola tonight was, to me, as dominant as Zach Wheeler was. Now, you could obviously go with the scoreless outing versus what the 2-run outing that he had with Zach Wheeler. You could obviously go and just look at the runs and look at the stats. But in terms of just overall dominance and what was the better performance, Aaron Nola tonight, to me, was the better performance. And I didn't think you were going to be able to – I thought he was going to be able to, pick up where Wheeler left off. I didn't think he was going to be better than Wheeler. And, yes, the box score tells you it's better. But watching the game – man, that was utter dominance. The amount of guys that were just totally fooled on his fastball, totally fooled on his knuckle curve, totally fooled on his sinker, and just watching that hit the strike zone perfectly, that's dominance. He had two separate three-pitch strikeouts. That was just, it doesn't get any more dominant than that. I was telling you guys last night, 4-pitch strikeouts by Zach Wheeler. I think he had 5 of them last night. It was just the type of pitching you see from Aaron Nola that makes you go, that's the guy the Phillies wanted to sign before the season even started. And I know there's a lot of people. One guy told me that he was going to come around and actually get Aaron Nola tattooed on his body if Aaron Nola continues to help the Phillies in pursuit of a World Series and win the World Series. I said, have at it, Haas. Have at it. Absolutely love what I saw from Aaron Nola tonight. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it all and talk about what we saw tonight in our Philadelphia Phillies. First and foremost, Merrill Kelly. Merrill! Love you, CBP. The guy says, I pitched at a World Baseball Classic. I pitched at a World Baseball Classic. So it should probably be the same thing. Really? Let me invoke a little social media trend right now. Are you sure about that? Challenge these Philadelphia fan base. They will rise to the occasion. And boy, did they tonight. I've never taken more pleasure in watching an away pitcher cup his glove around his, actually it would be over here, cup his glove around his ear like, say what? Huh? I can't hear pitch come. Huh? Hark! That was enjoyable. And then to see Trey Turner take him deep and see the place explode. Let's go through it. Corbin Carroll yet again leads off by getting on base. This one a courtesy there of the E6 by Trey Turner. Another instance where Trey Turner couldn't field the baseball, but he just was like, what the hell? Why me? Why me again with this? Why are we doing this? Sure enough, he bobbled it. But then Aaron Nola, how about this? Even with the error, still a 13-pitch inning for Aaron Nola. Gets Marte swinging at the knuckle curve, a 3-pitch strikeout. Then Pham goes up there. He strikes out on the sinker in a 4-pitch bat. And then Walker grounds out to Stott at second base, a 13-pitch inning. And again, Corbin Carroll not run. A leadoff hitter for the second consecutive game for the Arizona Diamondback gets on. Corbin Carroll, of all people, one hell of a ball player, one hell of a base stealer. And they go, we're not going to run. We're just going to let him stay there. Leading off, we're not going to put him in scoring position again for the second consecutive game. Thanks, Lavolo. You're doing a bang-up job there with the D-backs. And then the Phillies come out in the bottom of the first inning. Kyle Schwarber grounds out to second. Trey Turner goes up there and then blasts a 421-foot home run to left field. It's 1-0 Phillies. Harper gets on base with a walk. You have a one-out base runner now with already a run in your back pocket. Bohm flies out to deep center field. I thought it was gone. It was not. And then, Stott's at the plate. This is funny. Harper's on first still. He tries to steal second base. Corbin Carroll's not even trying to steal second base. That's what they decided to do. But to get out of that first inning, up 1-0. Then you go into the second inning, an 11-pitch inning for Aaron Nola. Moreno grounds out to Alec Bohm, who makes the play of his career. The best play I've ever seen from Alec Bohm at third base. I tweeted it out the instant it happened. And I looked at it, I went, that's the best thing. That's the best play I've ever seen him make a third. That's the best play. Alec Bohm dives to his left, corrals the baseball, fires to first, makes an epic play, a one-hopper to first base, gets Moreno out. Gurriel then strikes out on the knuckle curve. Thomas grounds out to second base. 11-pitch inning there for Aaron Nola. Let me pause it right there for a second, all right? In this city, we have been blessed. Now, I know now is not the best time to make this analogy when it comes to one particular player, but let me mention 3 players here. One is Alec Bohm. The other is Tyrese Maxey. And the other is Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts obviously had the greatest leap from year 1 as a starter to year 2 as a starter, MVP candidate, got the team to the Super Bowl, the whole thing. We all know the story. Tyrese Maxey had another epic ceiling to get to after the whole Ben Simmons fiasco. He gets thrown into the fire and all of a sudden be the team's starting point guard when Ben Simmons ain't here no more. And then Tyrese Maxey just takes over and looks like the guy could be an all-star. I didn't see that coming. And he did it. We saw that leap. We saw the improvement. We saw him get better at the step back 3. We saw him get better at driving and being more aggressive and attacking the rim. We have seen guys get better. So many times we've got young guys come into the league and it's like, well, this is what they are forever. And Alec Bohm, I put right there. In terms of the defensive ability we have seen huge leaps in players like Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Hurts. I will say I see the same type of leap in Alec Bohm from what I'm seeing him as a third baseman. He's always been a hitter. But what we have seen from him as a defensive third baseman is right on par with what we have seen from those other 2 names I mentioned. It is an amazing thing, and I want everyone to appreciate. I'm taking time to appreciate that at this time in this city, we're actually seeing young guys that improve. 3 of them improve drastically. Love to see that. How do you know? It gives you hope for any other generation that comes in here. Why couldn't you learn to shoot? These other guys learned how to improve on their craft. Not naming names. Anyway, so let's pick it up there. So Alec Bohm makes a great play there. Going to the bottom of the third inning. Going to the bottom of the second inning, Phillies go down 1-2-3. Going to the third inning, Longoria strikes out looking at a sinker. Another 3-pitch strikeout right there for your boy Aaron Nola. Perdomo goes up there. He pops out to short. Carroll goes up there. He grounds out to first on a great dive by Bryce Harper. Third inning, a 9-pitch inning for Aaron Nola. Absolutely cruising. He gets more run support from Kyle Schwarber, who blasts a home run into the first row. Line drive right over the right field wall. It only goes 368 feet, but the hell with it. It's a home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Phils. They get another 2-out base runner with Trey Turner drawing a walk, and then Harper flies out to the warning track. Who was it there and left? Gurriel with his hand against the wall. Catches that ball from Harper. Just almost a 2-run home run for Bryce Harper. Almost made it a 4-0 ball game. It remains 2-0. Going to the fourth inning, you start to see the first issue here with Aaron Nola. Marte leads off with a single on a knuckle curve. Pham steps up there. He grounds into the 5-4 force out, so you get an out. Bo makes another great play there at third to make sure that ball stays in the infield. Walker strikes out, looking again at a sinker. Moreno goes up there, gets a single. You get first and second with 2 outs. Gurriel grounds into the 6-4 force fielder's choice. Aaron Nola is out of that one for the first time. You see somebody get close to a runner. Or you get somebody in with a runner in scoring position there. Going to the bottom of the fourth inning, Phillies go down 1-2-3. Fifth inning, Nola's at 50 pitches to start the inning. He ended at 82. So the fifth and sixth inning, laboring, I would say, just a little bit. But he goes out there and he gets Thomas to ground out to second base on an 8-pitch at bat. Nola started off. That's the instance it happened, where I started to notice that Nola was struggling. It wasn't just the 3-0 start to that at bat. It was that when he threw the second ball in that at bat, I think it was a sinker. Or no, I think it was a knuckle curve. He missed way outside. And Real Muta had to do one of them lunges to try to catch the ball. And you saw Nola throw the pitch and just kind of like look up in the sky, like, what the hell is going on here? What's going on? And I'm thinking, all right, it's only a 2-0 ball game. It's only a 2-0 ball game. Don't start doing the thing, Nola, where you hit that wall. Please don't do the thing. This is not a time to do the thing. What does he do? He makes a money pitch. He's able to get Thomas to ground out to second. Longoria steps up there. He flies out to right field. Castellanos makes a nice catch right up against the wall. Just missed a home run. So, again, edge of my seat. Nola, don't do the thing. Castellanos makes a great play up against the wall. Even I can't say for sure. They showed it on the broadcast. It looked like Rojas kissed him on the neck. I don't know. If they did, fine. Hey, Miss Cusi, you know what I mean? But Duebachi, you saw it with Garrett Stubbs and Bryce Harper earlier in the year. Why not? The team loves each other. All about support. Tell me right now, what's the difference between that and the old butt tap? You know what I'm saying? Good hustle, right? So Castellanos makes the play there. Great play there. Perdomo then strikes out on a 3-2 knuckle curve. That was, you talk about a money pitch there to get out of that fifth inning. He makes the money pitch there to get out of the fifth inning. Then the Phillies go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Castellanos strikes out. Marsh strikes out. Rojas strikes out. All of a sudden, Merrill Kelly pulling focus. What's going to happen? Going to the sixth inning. Again, this was an interesting thing. Carroll goes down on 3 pitches. So it looks like everything's back to cruise control. Then Marte gets the double to right field on a sinker off Aaron Nola. Pham then grounds out to third. Walker strikes out way ahead of, I believe, a 3-2 knuckle curveball and can't handle the business. It ends up being a 15-pitch sixth inning. Now in the bottom of the sixth inning, I believe above all else, this is why Aaron Nola did not come out for the seventh inning at 82 pitches. First off, Wheeler was right around there, if not exactly at 82 pitches last night, and he didn't come back out for the seventh inning. So then you have Aaron Nola go out there, and he pitches the sixth inning, gets out of it unscathed. But then the bottom of the sixth inning, I think it was 45 minutes. Kyle Schwarber leads off with a home run, 437 feet, a 2-1 changeup that he waited on brilliantly and pow-powed it to right center field. 437 feet. It's now a 3-0 Phillies lead. Turner then walks. Harper strikes out on a high fastball. If Harper ever looked over-eager to hit a home run, it was in that at-bat in the sixth inning. And he took 2 major hacks at it that would have put a baseball had he made contact through the USS United States on Delaware Ave. If you don't know, that's the ship that looks like the Titanic that's docked right there on Delaware Ave. That's what he would have put it through. Would have hit rats all over the place. But Harper unfortunately strikes out. Bohm pops out to short. Merrill goes out. Merrill Kelly goes out. Manaply comes in. Stott gets the single to center field. Nice to see him get a hit. Turner goes to third on. He got first and third with 2 outs. JT Real Muto, 2-run double on a changeup. Castellanos then. They issue the free pass. We'll face Brandon Marsh. What's he going to do? I'll tell you what he's going to do. He gets the RBI double to left field off the turn. It's now a 6-0 Phillies lead. Going to the seventh inning, Hoffman's now in. Hoffman actually got up, by the way. Worth noting in that sixth inning that Nola started to struggle a little bit in. Moreno strikes out. Gurriel flies out to left field, and then Thomas goes out there, and he strikes out as well. But it was a thing of beauty from Jeff Hoffman there in the seventh inning. Bottom of the seventh inning, Schwarber leads things off with a walk. They then bring Nelson in out of the bullpen. Turner lines out to short. Great catch by Perdomo at shortstop. That ball would have been in the gap. Potentially would have been a double for Trey Turner. Potentially scoring Kyle Schwarber. I doubt it. But in this instance, you get Harper to get the single. He puts a first and third situation together with 1 out. And Alec Bohm, a guy that you just want to see get it going from the plate, especially with how great he was in the field. You want to see the box score back him up a little bit more. And, man, he just blasted a baseball into left center field, into the gap. 1 hops off the warning track onto the wall. 2-run score. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Real Muto follows in the inning with an RBI single. Castellanos gets the sac fly RBI. It's 10-0. Mass hysteria. Dogs and cats living together. Phillies are up 10-0 all of a sudden. I had joked. I said the Phillies should just have Garrett Stubbs pitch the 9th inning in his overalls. Just for the funsies, just to rest the arms. And then what did I tell you guys last night? I wanted to see Orion Kerkering get some more outing here, not just a 10-0. I joked, said 10-0, not just in a 10-0 ball game. Sure enough, he gets the opportunity to go out there in a 10-0 ball game, and he goes out there to take care of business in the top of the 9th inning. He gets Pham to strike out looking. Walker gets a single off, and Moreno strikes out, and then Gurriel strikes it as well. 3 strikeouts. As far as I'm concerned, here's one proclamation, one change I want to see going forward. And this is coming on the heels of a 10-0 Phillies victory. All right? Here's where I'm at right now. Sir Anthony Dominguez doesn't get that role anymore. That role now belongs to Orion Kerkering. I'm ready for it. I think he's ready for it. I think the Phillies need to be ready for it. Now, you might say Nick Castellanos has been hitting the cover off the ball. You shouldn't move Alec Boehm. Well, Alec Boehm rewarded the patience of his manager today by getting a big base knock there to help really extend that lead and put this game out of reach, and played great at third base. So you're not going to make any changes to the lineup. You could say something similar about Sir Anthony Dominguez not being moved out of his role in the bullpen. I think that's hogwash and poppycock. I think, as a matter of fact, Ryan Kerkering has taken that role from Sir Anthony Dominguez, and I'd love to see him really tested. I'd love to see him in a close game get out there and see when the pressure's really on what he could do, because I think he's going to pass that test with flying colors. And I would have put it past Rob Thompson to make that change, because the bullpen all year long has really been a fluid thing, especially in the last 3 months of the season, last 2 months of the season, I should say. Kimbrel going to get the close, going to be the closer tonight. Alvarado going to be the closer tonight. Hoffman coming in. Strahm coming in. Who's coming in? That old chestnut. Ryan Kerkering, I think, is up for the challenge. I know you guys have a lot to say about this game tonight. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. We're going to have some fun with this Phillies game. Game 3 coming up in Arizona. Not tomorrow. Off day. We'll be back at it Thursday night. Look forward to that. We'll go through that pitching matchup when we come back. We'll also take your comments here as well, and we'll get to it all. But right now, let me tell you about the wonderful people of Colony Pools and Power Washing. Got to close your pool? Got to pressure wash your house? Take advantage of all Colony Pools is offering right now with their incredible October and November sales. Go to flywithcolony.com. Get your red safety pool cover to close your pool for Red October from Colony Pools. Let the experts close your pool. Go to flywithcolony.com or call 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250. If you're tired of seeing those green algae stains on your roof, if you live in Delco, Chester, in the state of Delaware, let Colony pressure wash your house and take the pressure off you. Flywithcolony.com. When we come back, we'll go through some more of the numbers about this game, and we'll also take your comments coming up in a few here on Fightins Postgame.
Win and save this baseball season from Colony Pools and Power Washing, a local company serving Delaware, Delco, and Chester County since 1970. Are you tired of looking at your green house? Is your roof, siding, deck stained green from algae and mold? Let the experts pressure wash your home and take the pressure off of you. Win with Colony Pools and Power Washing. Call them now at 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250.
When it comes to the fight against insurance companies, large corporations, and the healthcare industry, injured victims are always the underdog. But that doesn't worry us. At Messa & Associates, we're an injury law firm from Philadelphia, and we come to fight. Our clients know that they've got representation with a chip on its shoulder, and it's the same chip that makes Philly the toughest city in the country. Call 215-568-3500 or visit us online at messalaw.com. Messa & Associates, the toughest injury firm in Philadelphia.
Go for the pulls and the pools. Go for the oohs and the ahs. Go for the bubbles and the bubbly. Go for the story and the stories. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
Welcome back to the show. Before we hit any other numbers, ladies and gentlemen, Alex, do we have this? This is our own graphics department, because that's right, we have a graphics department here at JAKIB Media. Check this out. Aaron Nola's line on the night, 6 innings, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 runs in general, 0 walks, 7 strikeouts. That's what he brought to the table tonight. If that's not ace quality stuff, I don't know what is. Absolutely insane by what you saw from the Phillies tonight by what you saw from Aaron Nola tonight. And I can't get it. It's not just the line. It's what you saw. It's the movement he had on his fastball. It's the movement he had on his sinker or two-seamer, whatever you want to call it. It's the knuckle curve that you saw dropping out of the strike zone, confusing the hell out of people. It was just absolute sheer dominance there by Aaron Nola. Thank you, Alex. That's fantastic. Now let's look over at ESPN Stats and Inc. I'll tell you what these guys have going on over here because this is pretty miraculous here. Ready for this? With 2 home runs tonight, Kyle Schwarber has 18 career home runs in the postseason. We've mentioned this gentleman's name already this postseason with Nick Castellanos hitting as many home runs as this other player did in 1977 in a 3-game span at 5. But with his 2 home runs tonight, Kyle Schwarber now has 18 career home runs in the postseason. That ties Reggie Jackson for the most by a left-handed hitter in Major League Baseball postseason history. Kyle Schwarber and Reggie Jackson, most by a lefty in MLB postseason history. Phillies also have scored 10 or more runs in multiple games in a single postseason for the second time in franchise history. They also did in 2009. And then one more for you. Phillies are now at a plus 31 run differential at home this postseason. The only team in Major League Baseball to have finished the postseason with a plus 30 run differential at home is the 07 Red Sox. What? At plus 39. Now, I will say that the Phillies here had two bonus games, I guess you could say. Two bonus games. Does that make sense? With the wild card round and hosting the Marlins for 2. Does that make sense to anybody? Men's event. Anyway, that's where we're at right now with this Phillies team. I still can't believe. Also coming up, courtesy of photographer extraordinaire Kate Freeze, an old friend of mine who now lives out there in Arizona. She has some restaurant recommendations in case any of you fine people are going out there to have yourselves a good time. So we'll get into that conversation coming up in just a second. But there's one more stat that I wanted to throw your guys' way about this game and about this win for the Phillies and what it meant, not just for Aaron Nola, but overall. And I can't seem to find where I actually saved that. This team. By way of Corey Simon, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Phillies are the first team to score double-digit runs and shut out their opponent in the playoffs since the Royals in Game 6 of the 2014 World Series. The last National League team to do it was the 2009 Phillies in Game 3 of the NLCS against the Dodgers. Wow. Just wow. Every inch of wow for this squad. Let's get into our chat check today and see how you guys are doing on this fine evening with the Phillies going up 2-0 in the NLCS. Time to demote the daycare in the lineup and move up High T and BDN2, says Sir Sketchable. I thought it was Nicky 3 Buttons. Nicky 3 Buttons. You know what I'm saying? Reverse the jinx and Gates. I'll trade me being wrong for Stotty hits anytime. There you go, Sir Sketchable. Also, Alec Boehm. Tyler Bolitz, what's going on? Aaron Nola was fired tonight. He was straight fire tonight. Smile and be happy. Nola served up a gem. If there's one thing that sticks out in my mind in Harry Callis's voice other than out of here, you know what it is? It's a gem. He pitched a gem. Like with the way he would just deliver that line is still very much is in my head. How about them Phillies, says Tyler Bolitz? Yeah, how about them Phillies? Feeling pretty good about yourself today. You should be. You know what I'm saying? Farzy can't bet the bar. What's going on, Farzy? I don't think it comes back here. They will hammer Arizona and open up Brandon Foughton Thursday. He's 3-9 with a 5.72 ERA. Yeah, he's a rookie. He's just a wee baby. He's got 2 postseason appearances under his belt. I think he's pitched 7 innings in those two playoff appearances. Not like he didn't go 7 innings in 2 starts. He's pitched 7 innings in 2 appearances, like total. Now they're like, hey, fella, come pitch against this Phillies team. He was up with the Diamondbacks in June, but he did not face the Phillies in that June series out there in Arizona. Eric Gallagher, Diamondbacks realized tonight that if they get it done with their starting pitching, they have no shot. Or if they don't get it done with their starting pitching, they have no shot. Yep, I would agree. Phillies blowout says Star Wars 99. What's going on? Tyler Bolich back in the conversation here. That hit by Bohm was huge for him. I absolutely agree. This is over 10-0 beatdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about, says John Marinelli. Jesus! Not that impressive that they beat the Dodgers because the Dodgers, as you know, are perennial chokers, especially Kershaw. Yeah, damn right. Dynasty, what's up? 7 down, 6 to go. Far as absolutely the Fightins doing it and doing it well. Oh, Arnold, I love the reference. Absolutely, keep it coming. Phillies are fire, says Jonathan Harvey. They pissed from losing last season. Nick Castellanos flashed his ring finger. Ring time, baby. Let's shoot. What's up? Let's shoot. Play the song. Just what makes that rubber tree plant? That song? Yep. Farzy sounds lit. Hardcore for all. I wish I was lit. I wish I was hammered right now. Like I moved in January. I'm out in the suburbs now. Good friends of ours are down the street. Like I want to be able to go out and party, but that's not good. I don't do that. I don't do that when I got to crack open a microphone. Plus, I drink whiskey. I really don't drink that much beer. If I'm drinking beer, it means I just played a wicked 18. You know what I'm saying? Or I just did a lot of yard work. That's pretty much that's when I'm drinking beer. But if I'm drinking on my own time, it's some whiskey. It's some bourbon. Chances are a cigar as well. Maybe if the Phillies take this all the way, I really want to work out a remote broadcast where I am in Center City somewhere and I'm able to have a couple of pops with you guys on the show here and smoke a cigar somewhere in Center City while mayhem is breaking out behind me. Would that be fun? I think that'd be fun. I know that'd be fun for me. Would it be fun for you? I don't know. Tyler Bulch, I want Harper to win a World Series ring. As do I. Kush. There you go, Dynasty. Just for you, bud. Phillies are going all the way, folks. No one is stopping this team. Yeah, they're a buzzsaw, says Sweenbull. What's up? I want Harper to win a World Series. Absolutely, John Harvey. The Eagles better watch the Phillies and learn something. There we go. Let's pit. We're going to pit both against each other. Greg Benson, I think that was an important game for Bohm. So confident with the glove, finally broke through with some RBIs. I absolutely agree. Harper must get a ring. I agree. Nola has earned a contract. See, here's the thing. Were you saying that a month ago? Brainstorm, I have a Batman decoder ring. Congratulations. Thomas, they have only trailed for half an inning in the whole postseason. Good Lord. Can't allow Cave to stay on the postseason roster. That's you know what that slide reminded me of, Greg Benson? That Jake Cave slide. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Maniac Sport and Social, and he's like, "Oh, that's a bad slide. I'm going to go get my free beer at the Bayou." That's what it reminded me of. I know that's a very specific thing, but if you ever played in a Sport and Social club in Philadelphia or my Maniac, right, you know what I'm talking about. Get the free beer at the bar afterwards after that horrendous slide. That's what it reminded me of. That's the random stupid thought I had during that moment. Anyway, Mr. Cave wanted to make the most of his limited time. Should have been taking the double and left. Love his effort though. There you go. Sean Walter, what's up? If Nola throws a no-no or perfect game of the World Series, Farzy has to get a Nola back piece. Don't tempt me. I have been president of the Defend Aaron Nola fan club for quite some time. I've been the legal representation of the fan club for quite some time. So, yeah, I guess it would be fitting. Thank you, Sean. Nice to see you. Mr. Cave wanted to make that most of Tom S. Next game, it says to be people of the World Series. Tom, you just put me there, buddy. You just put me there. Next game at CBP will be the World Series. Arizona doesn't have pitching. Okay. Philly's next home game is presented the game 3 of the World Series. Oh boy. Tyler Bowles, what's going on? Over the Diamondbacks, Farzy. Sean Kilrain. Farzy gets the utmost respect. What a gem. Thank you, brother. Pitching by him tonight from Nola. Absolutely. Oh, wait, Farzy. Nola gets the utmost respect. All right. I guess I don't get it, but whatever. I'll take it. No, he's earned it. He's earned it more than I have. That's all I'm saying. Sean Kilrain, but I agree with you. Go Phils, it's Tyler Bolich. Nola is one World Series away from breaking the bank. DK99, hey, Mark, could you briefly explain the infield fly rule? I know it didn't come into play tonight, but I thought it would in the late batting practice inning. Wait, are you talking about the ball that dropped with Evan Longoria? Should I nerd out with this? 7th inning, Schwarber's on first base. Turner lines out. Harper gets the single. It's first and third, one out. Bohm gets the single or gets the double. Stott then gets the single. No, that's the stop. Oh, yeah, so Bohm was on second. So first base is open. They won't call infield fly there. The infield fly is to help prevent the on-purpose drop to try to double up other players. It's put in to eliminate that, to get rid of that. So that's why it didn't come into effect. Nobody was on first base. There's no force out, essentially. So that's why the infield fly didn't come out or didn't get called in that instance. But yeah, how about that? Stott hits that pop-up on the infield. Who was pitching at that time? Nelson. Nelson tries to field it, and Longoria lets him try to take it for some dumb reason, and it drops. And then later, Gurriel forgets how many outs there were in left field. Did you notice that? He fielded the sac fly RBI from Nick Castellanos in that same inning and just like caught it and then just like turned his back to play. Turned his back to the infield. And then who was it in center field there? Carroll was like, 2 outs. It's only 2 outs. And then he turned around and he fired it in there. So there you go. That's how that shook out tonight. That was fun. That was fun and exciting, wasn't it? We're all having fun. We're all having a good time. I'm sorry, Thomas in center field, not Carroll. So there you go. That's the way that worked. Carroll's in right field. Anybody else? So that's the infield fly rule. Hope I didn't nerd out too much. There we go. Thomas S. is picking you up right there as well. DK. Evan Longoria faced with that pop-up misplay was priceless. It was priceless. How about this? How about he's a bald bastard now? I didn't know he was a bald bastard. Welcome to the club, Evan Longoria. I didn't realize you were a bald guy. Welcome aboard, pal. Schwarber legging it out from first to third was priceless. Yeah. Schwarber, this is the only time you'll ever hear these guys compared to one another. Negating speed. Speed doesn't matter. But if you put a video of Darren Sproles and Bryce Harper running next to each other, they're the same person. They have the same stride. Sproles, a lot faster. Schwarber, not as fast. But they're both the same form. Who's the pitcher in Game 3 on Thursday? Ranger Suarez is going to get the start there in Game 3. As everyone else is saying after you. Fought is going to start for... yeah, that's how you say that, by the way. Fought. He's going to start for the Diamondbacks. What a time for this game, says John Jones. What's up, John Jones? Nice to see you Thursday. Hello, everyone. Hello, Will. Who's pitching Saturday? If I'm Rob Thompson, I'm going Christopher Sanchez over Taijuan Walker. That's the route I'm going. But it's definitely Ranger Game 3. Jonathan Harvey, Orion Kerkering attacks hitters, no fear. I concur. Adam, what's up, man? What's happening? Hey, Zeus, what's going on? Wait, what's Adam said? Like how you said all the games were going to be close. That's a laugh. Oh, how they said all the games were going to be close, yeah. Thomas has Eagles signed Julio Jones. Oops, wrong chat. That was funny. Far as he's still 5 games, I don't see how we can go 5 games. Dan Kelly Green, Bo made some great glove plays. He absolutely did. Rangers winning it all. Okay, Jimmy, you can take a walk. Thank you very much. Probably a Cowboys fan too. Yeah, it was explained, says DK. There you go. You have to re-sign Nola now, right? Yes, you have to re-sign Aaron Nola now. Yes, that's how it works. The guys in baseball can have a great postseason and make a 5-year, $1 billion contract out of it. You can have the most perfect example is Carlos Beltran. That's probably the best example, right? Has an epic 8-homer postseason for the Astros. And then he signs a mega huge Kajunga deal with the Mets. And then strikes out looking, oh man, in the playoffs. That was fun. Oh, that's one of my favorite things ever. Dank. Yep. Curt Schilling. That's very Curt Schilling of Aaron Nola to have a not so great regular season and then have a dominant postseason. You could say that again 1 billion times fast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going out to Arizona, and this is Kate Freeze, you can follow Kate Freeze on Twitter or X at Kate Freeze. It's Kate, Kate, Freeze, Freese. Kate Freeze, photographer extraordinaire from our area. Loves bourbon, loves cigars. That's why we're friends. Philadelphians coming to Phoenix. Cheesesteak, Spinelli's, pizza, Pizzeria Bianco. Bagels, Choppies, Water Ice, Joe's, Soft Pretzels, Pedal Haus Brewery. I will go to a brewery. And I will go to a house. Haus. Haus. They don't have Yingling here. Wah, wah. Parking is cheaper in the lot, so that's good. You're welcome. That's Kate. Kate putting "you're welcome" is perfect. I did retweet that, so you can check my timeline. You can see Kate's tweet right there, and you can help yourself out. All right. Phillies and Diamondbacks back at it. Game 3 of the NLCS gets underway 5:07 in Arizona. 5:07 start time for Game 3. Not tomorrow, but Thursday night in Arizona. Ranger Suarez is going to start the game. All right, he's going to go against Brandon Pfaadt. Brandon Pfaadt did not face the Phillies. 3-9 with a 5.72 ERA on the season. I know Ranger Suarez did face the Diamondbacks this year. What the hell's bells? Why am I not able to see Rangers numbers against that team that did the thing against him earlier in the season? I want to say that Ranger started against that team, and it was part of his dominant month of June. Might have been it was his best month of the season. I thought he did face the Diamondbacks during that run. I'll pull it up. But in the meantime, I'll tell you, he's got a 1.04 ERA in the postseason. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. So Ranger Suarez faced him twice. Faced him the first time. It was only his third start of the season. He allowed 5 runs on 5 hits, did give up a home run. He walked 1, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits in 5 innings of work. It was a 6-5 Phillies win, believe it or not, in 10 innings. And then Ranger Suarez, a little less than a month later, on June 14th, part of his epic month of June, where he did not allow more than 1 run in all his 5 starts in the month of June. When he faced the Diamondbacks in Arizona, it was a 4-3 Phillies win in 10 innings. He tossed 7 scoreless, allowing just 4 hits, allowing 2 walks as well, and struck out 7. So he's got a pretty good record there this year in Arizona. 7 scoreless in Arizona back on June 14th. It was part of an epic run for Ranger Suarez. In total, so he had that bad start against the Diamondbacks in May. Then he actually had 6 starts where he went at least 6 innings, allowing no more than 2 runs. And in 5 of those 6 starts, he allowed no more than 1 run. Yeah, let's hope Rangers found that groove again, because it certainly looks like he has found that groove. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. You guys are great as per usual. I'll be back with you guys for the Farzy Show tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., We're going to go through Sean Desai's comments. We're going to go through Brian Johnson's comments. And you bet your ass we're going to talk about Julio Jones now being with the Eagles. Wherever the hell that came from, here they are. I don't know if he's a tight end now. I don't know if he's a cornerback now. I don't know. But here's what I do know. He's a member of your Eagles. So here we are. Thanks for watching. Alex Smith produced the program, did a wonderful job as per usual. You guys are fantastic. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And I'll see you guys Thursday night after the Phillies take a 3-0 series lead. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. See you guys then. Until then, go Phils.
Go to get your game on. Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the stakes and the stakes. Go to get your parlay on. Go to get your party on. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean. Visit theoceanac.com to plan your visit.
At Pond Lehocky, we've recovered billions of dollars for our clients, and we're confident we can do the same for you. With over 250 years of combined courtroom experience, we've helped over 100,000 injured clients obtain some of the largest settlements in Pennsylvania. One conversation is all it takes to help you and your family get back on track. If you've been injured in an accident, give Pond Lehocky a call.
They're carving them up and good play calling along the way. First and goal at the 6.
On the field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Staffing is not easy, but that's what we do every day, all day. The key to our success is storytelling, asking the right questions to find the right people. Hi, I'm Gary Kane, president of Kane Partners. We want to be your staffing partner.
Since 1977, it's always been about you, the community, at Rafferty Subaru. And through the Subaru Love Promise, we prove we care by supporting charities like So Good Now.
So Good Now helps kids in under-resourced areas by connecting them with student athletes to serve as mentors. We remove barriers so athletes can help youth in the corners of our communities where light and love are needed most.
When you choose Rafferty Subaru, you help organizations like So Good Now.
It's all about you at Rafferty Subaru.
Do you stream on a Roku, Fire Stick, Google TV, or Apple TV? Now you can watch 6ABC 24/7 with the 6ABC Philadelphia streaming app.
And the big story on Action News?
Search 6ABC Philadelphia and start streaming today.
EAGLES. Eagles.